exited the mass. Shells, you entered the black light, exited the mass. You entered the black light, exited the mass.
Yo, we back again. If you're throwing in the towel, then you back in sin. We need the Holy Spirit, please let the chaplain in. Here at the front door, chilling with a childish grin. We can now begin. Now the truth be told, we're riding on the light to let the youth get old, and following the one that will soothe your soul and take your bad situation and improve your role to release your flow. It's a long stretch to loosen all the nooses from the baby's necks, and tell the young ladies they should save the sex, and tell the young guys not to break their neck for the place of sex, but get the paycheck. And real women really don't play that. A wise lesson learned really, really way back. I used to okay that. The Lord saved me, Jack, from a life of whack. Come on.
Into the black light, exited the mass.
Oh,
you entered the black light, exited the mass. You entered the black.
You might want to start paying attention on this next verse.
You entered the black light,
Just give me your attention for a minute. Damn. Come on. We from the same cut, but playing different positions. Our top secret message got the president attention. Do what you do, just make the good folk listen. And trust me, yo, it's not about who you kissing. There is a plan to see you chewed up and shit out. The devil's burning red from the fire that we spit out. We on the get up, the hell with that down low. Cherish the gift of the wisdom that we found, yo. Still on the mission with the daily agenda. Your head's been cloudy, so I doubt that you remember that I walk with the king of kings beside me. Just like the root in India, Irie. I volunteer, no, the Lord didn't hire me. It is the spirit that inspired me. Water of life to show the chief where the fiery. We have no time for those that be acting grimy.
Yeah, I get it.
You see the light now? Boy, I've been talking to y'all for a while. You see, you thought this was for like some type of game. Man, revolution. Yeah. When you free your mind, your ass will follow. That's for real. And some of y'all locked up so bad, don't nobody have to put chains on you. Hell, you chain yourself down mentally, spiritually. Come on, free your mind, dude. You a king. Free your mind, chick. You a queen. Let me get something with some feel to it, some funk to it. Come on. I think I like that. Can we get some heavy drums in there? More like Calypso, Caribbean. Yeah. Yes, what it is. Bounce to this. I'm just a black man, title, yo, you give me that. I like them imports, never push the Cadillac. And what you figure, Mr. Man, while you're kicking back with sick plans to get you stacked, making chickens fat. You know you into that, chilling with your timber cat. Intoxicated to the point, past sinful acts. Be very nimble, Jack, or Jill will get a water back. And have your heart broke just like a heart attack. Look where your power at, no, not the Mido cats. It's deeper than tats and hurricanes and old maps. The spirit flows, so my folks throw daps. Meant for the wise as well as the spoiled brats. So you can fold up or either you can fold back. I hold no judgment over those that have chose crack. Terror over habit that has been proven to hold back. With God on your side, you can get your soul back. Yeah, we need some 3 parts on this, man. I can't carry this shit. Boys, that chorus, come on, line up. Yo, I need y'all 3-part harmony on this. I don't know how you can work it out, but work it out. Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What is it proud of the man that gain the world and lose his soul? Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What is it proud of the man that gain the world and lose his soul? Into the room, you feel a certain doom. You might might lose your hearing from the sonic boom. Out of the mouth is a sword and I'm taking you out. You try to stop me and I'm faking you out. Man, I wish I had an apprentice to build this work. Collaborate on synthesis, and I hope you remember this. Keep your enemy near to you. Far away, keep those that are dear to you. I hate beer, but I used to drink the brew heavily until the little habit turned deadly. I used to have a bud every day and all week, intoxicated to the point where I couldn't hardly speak. So do the knowledge, that means hold your head, let the past stay dead, and keep a level head, and don't be misled. Remember most of what I said, I'm hot like times in a rock, but you got us hot from working on the block.
By the end of the night, how deep this music is. What does it profit the man to gain the world and lose your soul? Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What does it profit the man to gain the world and lose your soul?
Mike's handed, I'm speaking candid. Understand this is the way that the masses demand it. I have wisdom, but God planned it. General media banned it. I blow flows on beaches and make you wonder where the sand went. The Taliban spent more times in design to destroy cities. My rhymes inspire minds. I'm known as Big Papa, but I ain't your daddy yet. But I could be your bro if you could get the concept. There be many that stand whenever I rip, but it's devastation whenever I rip. I spit flows that hit like mouth on tits, straight legit. You fake rappers need to understand that felonies, gunfights and drugs don't make a true MC. And I will do more than talk this talk. I will defiantly walk this walk. There's no need to spaz. Your nose bleeding while I'm beating your ass. You in the cesspool.
Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What does it profit the man to gain the world and lose his soul? Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What does it profit?
Ancient Chinese secret now. Yes. Did you not pay attention in your history class? Partner, wake up. Yes, sir. Partner, wake up. Yes, sir. Partner, wake up, son. It is written that there's nothing new under the sun. Nothing new. And that the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. So take your position. Don't you know you are part of that scripture, yo? Yo, you've been getting in the way and what you knock you down. Yes, but we gon' bring the light, yeah. A Max V production, baby. You know what it is. Listen, I'm known to tell you to fight back. There's no need to sell crack just to live fat. Why don't black superstars simply give back when they know it's a struggle just to live black?
The human heart cries out for help. The human soul implores us for deliverance. But we do not hear their cries, for we neither hear nor understand. But the man who hears and understands we call crazy and flee from him. This a call to my ancestors. Rid the land of damn settlers. Turn our signs to hand gestures. Whether we feeling immense pressure. Sound store each clan better. Planting the devil to stand the weather. It's a must we band together. Put that on Abraham and Esther. From Castilians to conquistadors. Iberians and traitorous Moors. Didn't arrive as friends to us, whether as slavers, invaders, or disguised traders. Missionaries, Islamic Christians with dictionaries. No mutual goal to coexist. Those warships in our tributaries. Military tactics to test shores. Foreigners have a respect for treaties and oath. I expect more from those who want to conquest, except war. They didn't bring women during the invasions. The minds won't rape miscegenations. The spread of mis and disinformation which manufactured the miseducation of the soul. Carter G. Bush, Robert Taylor Holmes, Marcy and Brooklyn, projects and hoods where we were pushed in Cali to Florida. Arlie Cushion, it's like the terrorists, never ending shipment of American Indians from Belize to the Caribbean. Gives I shot this sheriff meeting. Shut my field can be read, no book. Flows in my veins were prepared with no look. Behind the back pass with flair, no look. This beef is rare, get fed, no cook. We're peaceful people, they call us animals. True for the matter, they were cannibals. Practice unclean religious rights. Evidence tangible, check the angles. I bring heat, this beast flammable.
Hey, it's crazy, y'all.
Keep this cannibal. If your brain's deeply manical, release your get treated damnable. You speak Hannibal, I talk black hole. Fighting the line, not the cheese back. This big muscle drip up to tussle with Uncle Sound, big brother in his clique. I put that on Abraham Abraham and Esther. So much we band together. Plant and the devil to stand the weather. Sound strong, each clan better. Whether we feeling the man's pressure. Turn our signs to hand gestures. Rid the land of damn settlers. This is called to my ancestors.
Plant based, it's not Morning Star because I don't like soy, but it's pretty damn good. You got me fooled.
Based on real life.
I ordered it like 6 months ago. I was in the freezer.
Is what it feels like.
And it comes two to a roll. You gotta cut them.
This goes way back.
And it's freaking good. I use regular olive oil. Well, cold press, but non-GMO or whatever.
I arrived in 1970, August 14th, to be precise.
I still prefer to have the beef ones, but it's good.
Alive as the Christ had sunny days, just like I had spooky nights, which accounts for my.
I didn't think I was gonna eat it all. Only made one.
Not of the norm. Excellence, how I perform. Deep down,
and it's a lot for me.
That's why now I bring the storm. Memorize Psalms and other passages.
What's going on, y'all? I said the live, and I said, okay, I guess they're blocking, but you're gonna want to hear this. So, for the last 4 months, Verizon's been trying to hit me, and I'm a mathematician, and they're trying to rob me. My payment's usually 91. 6 months. I was in the hospital one time, y'all remember. And I don't know why, I got a new card, and I didn't change the numbers on it. Because you know the little goofy Hindus or whatever you want to call them. Try to rob you all the time. So, they didn't go for the payment. I didn't get a notification. So my phone went off. And I think Rondo and them remember. I was trying to figure out what was going on. At this time, they were still talking. You could still talk to Verizon. And when we talking to sisters and Palestinians, to talking to Hindus. Well, that's what we want to call them. So they charged me a late fee and $10 to communicate. I said, you don't do that to me. But you know, you're dealing with the system needed the youth to be as dumb as possible. To uphold their narrative unless it affects them. And then they can't say nothing because what are they going to say something to somebody when they were out here doing the very thing against you? So some that are doing it will stay there doing it so they don't end up in that same predicament and go, see, I told you so. But see, they're unaliving themselves. In their ignorance, oh well. So 21st, 22nd. But y'all know I don't follow dates and times. Somebody said it was 22nd, 23rd, something like that, whatever. Okay. It doesn't matter about me having fiat. Because when my bank account, when I bring it to zero, I don't spend nothing. I can dig in and pull out dollars and all that. And I'm a certain way because I know this stuff is worthless. People go like, why do I save these? Well, because there'll be more than these. Not because it's $1. It's because of how they go about braiding it and circulating. I can't get into that right now. I said that's why they had to remove the copper from the penny to make it worthless, because the copper is actually worth something. People don't pay attention to this. So today, after making a phone call, I went to check my Verizon account. And all of a sudden, they said, oh, your account, you have to pay $150 to reconnect. I ain't paying you nothing. I can't talk to nobody, you foreigners, all this stuff for this war, this, that, and the other. Because I mentioned some individual's name from WHO. You know, the last video, they tried, and then against the guidelines, like I mentioned, who I want, they tried to limit my gain. Whoa! That's not even allowed. Now, if you're at sea on a ship, it's fine. If you're in another country, it's not even permissible to cross the borders. And this is why you have this fake government. Just like Obama probably was messing with some more boys, went to visit the so-called England, UK, Prime Minister, because Biden and Kamala Harris ain't nothing. They couldn't rub two rocks together, all right, and make dust. You see old Kerry looking like Lurch from Adam's Family, you know, talking all about this green and house and all that. Verbatim. He can't even, his little beady eyes, you can still see him reading the prompt. You know, he's part of Skull and Crossbones with Bush. I'm not going to get all to that. So today, you know, I say what I do when I turn the TV because I unplug everything and I move a different way. I can't let them see. I wouldn't care if they was able to come to the room. I can't let them see what I'm capable of. Even with me saying it, leaving me alone is the best. Anyway, I get in my truck and I leave. So somebody already had notified me. I can't say how. There's a black truck pulled in. They're sitting over there. Okay. So when I pull out, it's two people, black truck, California plates, and they're coming all behind me. And when I get to the stuff, they pull up. So I spit out the window and I look directly in their faces. I don't use the rearview mirror. So when I get to the next light, I grab my stuff. I'm going to come out the door and this. Oh yeah, I'm different. They haul butt by the pizzeria in the middle, two yellow lines. Whoa! But they don't know that I know the light. That's the reason why I left when I did. And I drove the way I drove. So I pull up and I look right at them. I wouldn't care if it's a mask. I can smell. When I say leave me alone, it's not a game. Or run your luck out. You bring your little fake Kiowas named after our people and your little things and doggies. What was to say that I was attempting to make something happen so I could unleash something? Or let's say anything's possible, right? This is why I keep telling y'all, I'm not the one to sit there talking about get your house in order. I'm expressing stuff because I'm not part of none of their circles. They need to mind their manners. I think y'all think it's a game because you haven't been. But entrust in me. The idiots. You know, you ever seen Paranormal Soldiers? There is nothing paranormal. Everything is set within its boundaries and its orders. The paranormal is evacuating and escalating and going into places that you're not supposed to. That is paranormal. That means to, like parasail, parachute, to fall into something, to convict you, to be brought into something, and to be part of that conviction, to as if to relay or find out something. And a lot of times you should not, like the Philadelphia experiment. But there's enough ignorant people who think they can play and they don't know. It's just like when you find that tender spot and you press on it to breathe. Somebody said they saw a video. I said, oh, so they're sharing all this little secret to open your lung capacity, right? Your diaphragm to cause for strengthening. You know, just like with your heart and certain things like that, to know where to press with acupressure. And to know how long to do it, just like cupping in the heart and all this, and people find the videos. And I was surprised, like they had it on TikTok. Wow. But these are things that when you do Qigong, Falun Gong, and all these other things, you know to do this. But this is something that's ancient. As long as you're not going off into another vector. You see what I'm saying? Because even those things are confused. They don't know everything about nothing. I just hope they can be that stupid. And I told you about CERN. Yes, there are things they're doing based on the conscripts of those things that know other things, but they don't remember as to why it hasn't been happening. Why did they have to go and reassert and build? And these individuals think they're finding something different. It was destroyed before. Things were put away for a reason. But it was always with a choice to either go there again, but this time would be different. There is no game. There are the fools and the foolish and those who are not. There are the haves and the have-nots. There are those who want to know. There are those who seek for knowledge. There are those who stay right where they're at and care not because they think, again, think without thinking. They know. Man and woman will continue to make mistakes. They're not supposed to. I was sitting here calling everybody. I said, hey, look, I had set up, I was like, for an hour. I says, are these individuals this really that stupid? See, if y'all was able to meet and see things, right? How would you act? Would you be beyond yourself and be big-headed? Like all these fake billionaires running around who get indoctrinated, learn some gestures and mantras in their foolish endeavors to think they're bigger than you because they have been particular to partake in something. I'm only asking. I really would like to know. Inquiring minds want to know. The world's still full of a lot of dumb individuals. This thing really keeps it hot. I love it. Excuse me. Put this in the sink. I like young, dumb, think they're gonna live 200-300 years, been lied to, told this, that. And then they partake in it. Then when they get to the end of their grafting, they realize it's a lie, but there's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can change. I'm grateful for you idiots. I loathe and love you. But again, you step out your boundaries. They're giving this false pretense that they have no boundaries. They can do what they want here, like it's a play field. Yeah, mind your manners. So next time, I think I'll just run right up on them, see how they enjoy it. You know what I do at night sometimes when I'm telling you I'm going to sleep, I'm tired? I have this way to elusively walk out in all black and walk around the whole complex and enjoy what I'm looking at. And then come right back in, unnoticed. I don't need to do it no more, but it's been fun. You see what I'm saying? Y'all think this is a game. You all think this is a game. Everybody really believes. I can't say you think you know, because think and know are two totally different things. They're not even compatible as far as the language is considered. Keep playing. Really stupid. Wow. I just thought that, well, they want the world backwards, reverse, upside down, inverted. They want the world to think that those who got all these accomplishments and things mean something. Actually, it's those who have least who know more. Even up here. Who remembers the little guy who was a little afflicted, ex-businessman, sitting there, face dirty, he don't wash no more. Healthier than the sand at the beneath of the sea. Who was telling y'all about everything, the Bilderberg group and everything. Remember, he sit there looking like one of those cartoons off of the North Pole, them little elves. You remember him. How about the one they brought in a few years ago? And his teeth had all this calcium bicarbonate and all this buildup food and tartar. When they removed it all, his teeth were perfect, and he hadn't bathed in 16 years. But yet he had never been sick, hadn't seen a doctor or nothing. Y'all just don't get it. Why is the crackhead that's up 7 days on a drug that should never have been created? Okay? For 25 years, pretty damn healthy, never caught the flu, never had heart issues. But the moment they quit, the moment they go and get checked by these doctors and get all these shots, damn, they don't make it a month. Just like the guy who wasn't seeing pink elephants and polka dots, who, if he didn't have his drink, for some reason, after the 24 to 48-hour period, succumbs. What do you think is holding everything together? Is there a message to be given? Is there something to be displayed or expressed? Why is it that people are so afraid? The thing that you need to be afraid about, I've already expressed, is things that wait, that you don't know how to mitigate. But it waits for them because they have created the chaos. They don't have to learn how to mitigate. They can't buy their way into or out of anything. That's why they're attempting to keep coming back, and that's just not how it works. I don't care what's being done. I said I know how it ends. I don't need to know anything else. What is that statement? FAAFO. I guess some of them with their big heads, because all they know is destruction. If that's what they think is supposed to happen, well, please do enlighten I. You would think those in the place of privilege, not right, would know better. But they don't. That's what happens when you get deep. Have any of y'all read up on any of the serial killers and their testimonies and statements and what they've stated? Have you? To have a deeper understanding of the perverse that move around you, litigate things over you in lies that are actually moot? But you'll listen to all the naysayers, ergo the repeaters, the reprobate. There's a reason why they don't know what Shana and Hawa means. There's a reason why these religious individuals keep holding on to Hawa when there's no such thing. Do you know where the term zini came into being? It's like anything else. Necromancer. Everything is borrowed. It's like when you get married. You got to have something new, something old, something borrowed. Do you know what that means? Because you belong to the state in secret, but it's not the physical true you. These imbeciles don't know, like me. The moment I got from 100%, the government owns me millions. This fake government will never pay out its soldiers and its veterans because it's fraudulent. It's a lie, and you've been scripted and gathered into a place. And they wouldn't give up the gold bullion that is required. That's why they keep hyperinflating things. And you keep buying into it because you keep supporting it. Because every time you go and purchase gas, every time you say, oh, I'm late for work, could you imagine if none of y'all showed up for work? What do you think they're going to do? I'm asking you because you don't get it. You, instead of listening when people were talking about boycott, you kept going because you were afraid. You're cowards. Even now, when I says leave, drop what you're doing, get away from where you're at, you're cowards and you choose not. You think this is a game? Boy, y'all hopeless. I'm not beating up on you. I'm stating a fact. Y'all are hopeless. Y'all are really hopeless. Big-headed, egotistical. Some of you believe you belong to something, think you know something, and none of you know nothing. Nothing. And then the ones who can get on their little flight things and take off, and you don't know nothing about this, and go up in their little craft that are moving on things you know nothing about, and they go out doing stuff and working with instruments to see how stuff works, and lasers, handheld lasers, stuff that's easy to make. Right, they're going, and they're not aware that there are things and individuals here who are 1,000 times more advanced, 1,000,000 times more advanced than every one of them. Even the things that should not be disturbed, that they've disturbed, even in the before and the before after. Y'all keep acting like you know. When something says, leave it alone. Don't get all high and mighty because Hollywood and the things and everybody else have convinced you otherwise. The flesh is the flesh. It doesn't matter who or what occupies or utilizes it. But know this. Know this. You all, has anybody else been stating this? You all have a choice to make. The issue is you're not good decision makers, nor are you worthy of yourself to properly make the choice that is required, even when afforded that liberal, in the term how it should be used, amount of space. If I'm lying, prove me wrong. Please, I'd appreciate it. All right. So I am not going to pay the $150 to turn the phone on. I don't care about Verizon, the feds, the Mookies, and nothing else that can still watch and listen. If they don't want to chat, it's not my problem. I'm a platinum. All this time with them, and they want to talk all like that means something to me. And then that's why they want to go automated. Their machines can easily be destroyed. Every circuit, every wire, every fiber optic, everything. It's not here nor there. Thought people were smart. You're proving me wrong all the time. I don't like being wrong. Anyway, I just wanted to share because I thought it was funny. And some of you in our SMS chat, I'm not leaving no message. Ascend means what? Let's take hyperbole. Let's take a look. Love y'all, man. And some of you are very responsibly respectful. And I love that. The rest of you have this false premonition of self-existence where you're stubborn, you're greedy, and you're elusive in your own worldly desire of knowing nothing. So we have ascending, right? We don't want that. Okay. We want ascension. Then we can go back to ascending, which is in lieu of the same thing. You would think, right? Excuse me. Plant food. Anyway, definition from the Oxford languages. That should allude to something. That's a cup of tea. You need to research that. The act, as far as a noun, the act of rising to an important position or a higher level. We could say in existence, right? So let's go here. We're not going to go with Urdu. I can't stand that. We're going to, not to ascend, that's another, but ascending. We're going to look at it. Ascending means increasing, right? As far as an adjective, right? It means increasing in size or importance. Wouldn't ascending be of importance? Sloping or leading upward. A graph, a chart. Okay. Now let's keep it the simpler form. We're going to use the verb. So we had the adjective, the noun. Let's go with a, yeah, something like that. Anyway, verb. To go up or to climb, right? Wouldn't it be like raise? To have awareness, all these words that mean other things too, right? So when I say a grand rising, rising is meaning grateful that you're here, to have risen, to have come from slumber into a rise, or to meet a destiny. That means to go from going to slumber into awake. So you cleared a vector, you went somewhere you had no focus or attention, and you arrived at a destiny, which was to be in another state of mourning. So I say grand rise, because you've made it. Then I say an ascension, with the privilege to remind you that it's the utmost to rise above the occasion. You think this is a nautical game, as if I'm counting fathoms or something? Well, let's flip it upward. Okay. I'm not going to give no more tea today. We'll come back in a couple hours and read. I love y'all. I hope you grasped it. And for the enemies of self, mind your manners. See y'all in a couple hours.